Thank you for staying with us on this week's episode. Currently in the studio, we have Ebikebu Wainkurodeyemi. He's an ICT officer and CEO of Ebiku's Media Concept and currently a Google Developer Student Club mentor. Welcome to the program tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I want us to talk about the word hashtags. We see people use hashtags, we see people mention it, but what really is hashtag?
Okay, so a hashtag is a word or a phrase that is preceded by the hash sign, or also known as the pound sign.
Yep.
The hashtag is used for social media websites and applications to identify specific topics or posts with specific topics.
Okay, so that's what hashtags about.
Yes.
So how did it come about?
Okay, the history of hashtag dates back to 2007, where a man could be known as the father of hashtags today, Chris Messina, tweeted, and he used the first hashtag ever, which is hashtag #BuyerCamp.
Okay.
Yeah, at the time he used the hashtag to suggest to a group of persons that they could, what do they think about using this hashtag, using hashtag generally for posts on social media platforms.
Okay. So after that, why do we have to use it?
Okay. So after the first post, it was observed that the use of hashtag has grown across all platforms. People started keying into that idea, promoting their businesses, their brands, and generally getting awareness from it.
Okay.
So it comes with a lot of benefits. Generally, hashtag comes with a lot of benefits, comes with a lot of advantages to brands and individuals. One of the benefits it comes with is that it increases engagement with followers. So having a particular brand or using a particular hashtag would help one increase their engagement on social media platforms.
Okay.
It also helps build brand awareness. And this happens specifically where a person uses a branded hashtag. A branded hashtag is a hashtag that is used specifically and it relates to a single brand. Examples of this could be the hashtag just do it. And I'm sure when I say that hashtag, a particular brand comes to mind.
Nike?
Exactly.
Oh,
so
great.
Now we know across all platforms that when that brand or when that hashtag is used, we're referring to a particular brand.
Okay.
Another example would be Share Coke.
Yeah, the drink.
That totally sells out. Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola, great.
So that's how powerful hashtags could be. It helps one identify a particular brand across the internet. Another benefit that comes with the hashtag is that it can be used to show support for social issues. A clear example of this is hashtag EndSARS. So the hashtag EndSARS started about October 2020 when there was some sort of crisis in Nigeria, and a lot of people used the hashtag at the time. It was used to share one's opinion about the said topic, the said situation in the country. So when people use those hashtags at the time, it could mean that they had experienced some form of brutality from the police or SARS at the time, and they wanted to also give out their voice, let people know this is what I have experienced, and therefore increasing or showing support to a particular cause, which was at the time that SARS be put to an end. It also helps you engage with your target audience. So when people see your branded hashtag, it's a way to create some form of awareness and to drag audience to one.
Okay.
People that are interested in some sort of product. Say you're into news, and then people want to get latest news in a particular geographical area. They could go and search for news, hashtag news, and a list pops out. A list of people who have posted and used that hashtag news.
Yeah. And
then from there, they could get an idea of what is happening around that area. That's one of the benefits that comes with hashtag also.
So, if now we've gotten to know, okay, these are kinds of things we can get from hashtag. How can we use this? How can we use hashtags? So are there basics or are there ways ways to write them, or how can we use it generally?
So I think I'd already addressed the part of that earlier when I said hashtags are preceded with the hash sign.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's
the
more
first
like
rule.
that's the first rule.
The first rule of using hashtags is that you must have a hashtag preceding it.
Okay.
So they have to be, no matter what you write, they have to be the hash.
Okay.
Also known as the pound sign.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the first rule. And then they don't allow for spaces between the words. Say you want to do something like Great Nigeria. So you want to do a hashtag Great Nigeria, hashtag Great Nigeria. You're not supposed to have a space between Great and Nigeria.
Okay. All come together.
Yes. But one thing that could help so people can relate with what you're posting is if you do you capitalize each word, each letter, the first letter of a word.
Okay, so for example, Great Nigeria, the G becomes
capital and the Nigeria becomes capital.
Okay,
so
it helps to separate.
Yes.
Okay.
To help people get this is what this person is trying to see. So you
Instead
know
of just
where
modeling
the word
up
stopped.
everything together.
Yeah. That's one other rule that would help.
But does it? But even if you have to, maybe if you didn't pay attention to that and you just had to write it straight, can it be accepted?
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
But it may not be so familiar with the people. It will be
read
difficult to pick out what this person
is trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it also, must it be lower cases, or you could also use all caps?
All caps could work, lower cases could work, but the ideal thing is
to make sure that first word,
yes,
so that
they identify where a word stops and where the next word starts from.
Okay, great.
Yeah. One other thing to note is that when you're doing a hashtag on a post, you should be on a public account.
Okay.
Yeah, that helps improve visibility. So people that are not your friends can also see that particular post. Because if that's not done, only your friends, if you're on a private account, it's only your friends that would access that post.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're also not supposed to join too many words. Yeah, we need to talk about Great Nigeria, hashtag Great Nigeria. Too many words could be hashtag Great Nigeria, beautiful television, we love this. That could be too hard of someone to relate with.
Oh.
So the maximum 2-3 words will do. No, there's no limit to that.
Okay, so there's no rule to how long, but it's advisable to just stick with words that are not so long. So maybe you don't have to use a sentence as a hashtag.
It won't be advisable to do that.
All right.
So we're also supposed to use relevant hashtags. So hashtags that people can easily relate with. People know this is what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, that will also help you and your hashtag to be visible on the internet. You're supposed to also limit the number of hashtags you use. In this case, sometimes a lot is not the best. So many is not most of the time is the best. So you're supposed to just limit them. So you don't make your post so rowdy. Limit the amount of hashtags you use.
So just look for keywords that just relate to what you're writing.
Yeah. So after you've known a couple of these things, one other thing that would help you is you have to know trending hashtags.
Okay, and just key into them. So it also helps to...
Yes.
Okay,
you have to know trending hashtag and hashtag that relates with your brand. Say you're a graphic designer. You build websites. When you make a post and you want people to identify with that post and your brand, you could use hashtags like graphic designer, hashtag graphic designer, hashtag design, hashtag web developer.
Okay.
That would help you gain visibility on the internet and also your brand. One other thing to note is to use no hashtags that are, I mentioned this before, trending.
Yeah.
Hashtags that are relatable to your brand and your industry generally. And after noting all this, after you've gotten to know the brands that are trending, the brands that are relatable to your own brand, and also, if possible, getting your brand hashtag. Okay. So when you post that, people know this is the brand. The next thing to do is to start, because you may not do so much by just getting the knowledge and not actually starting.
Yeah.
So starting is also very key. So start and also learn in the process. You may not get all the knowledge at first, but get a couple of tips and then start. Because while you start, you will obviously get to points where you made mistakes, but then you learn from the process. So starting is also key to getting brand awareness through hashtags.
Okay, so now we know how to use the hashtag. So is it meant for everybody? Before we get there, you made mention of it being used on Twitter for the first time.
Yes.
So basically, it cuts across all social media platforms.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Okay, so now I know it cuts across all social media platforms. So who can use it? Can anybody get to use hashtag?
All right. So everyone that has been through this session would understand that we mentioned things like brand, we mentioned things like individuals.
Okay.
So generally, hashtag is for everybody.
Okay.
Everyone that wants to be visible, everyone that wants to share their opinion about a set topic, can and should use hashtags.
Okay. So anyone that wants to just say something, just look for a hashtag that's related to. You said something about your is your brand now.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have to know what's industry specifics.
Yes.
What's trending can also help you just get on the loop. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So basically we're speaking with Ebikebuna, and he's been talking to us about hashtags, how to use them, where it can be used, how it came about. But on the final word, what are you going to tell those listening to you about hashtags?
All right, so a final word, I would say that hashtag is a valuable resource to the general public. It's a valuable resource to brands, a valuable resource to individuals. I would urge everyone out there to key into this opportunity. It's a beautiful one. It helps you gain, of course, we've listed out the benefits.
Yeah.
It helps you gain visibility. It helps you get awareness and promotes also. So I saw a post online and someone asked if it helps increase like. Obviously, if people start getting awareness of your brand and they see stuff that you do and they like it, obviously, you get likes for it too. So key into the use of hashtags and start using hashtags.
Okay, key into the use of hashtags and start using hashtags. Thank you, Mr. Ebikebuna, for coming on the program
You're
tonight.
welcome, sir.
Okay, we've been speaking with Ebikebuna on hashtags, and I hope you've learned a thing or two. He talked about being visible, and most importantly, you have to start. So all you have to do today is just go and start. Get a brand for yourself. Use the hashtag over and over again. And of course, the benefits he listed, you also get to enjoy them.